Hey guys, welcome back to more NCIS. We've done the opening episode, a very, very good one, and I, once again, still did not get it was the father at the end when they traced all the money back. I'm loving that these shows are making it very, very difficult to play detective. I do like to do it a lot. I've been warned not to try to do it with this show and to just concentrate more on the characters. I'm going to do both. So, right, let's carry on. Episode 2. Uh-oh, that's not good. Goes off a sinkhole. Ah, the mummified body.
Special Agent Todd McGee in Denozo.
Yay, McGee!
Living these units.
Plans were to convert it to a park. Cutbacks put it on hold. Units are becoming a security and health
buried on a
hazard. We brought in a
military
private company
base.
to demo it. We contain the scene.
Old bunker?
We don't know what it is.
Very good that you stopped, contained it.
Your other left, McGee. Sorry, boss.
Oh, I'm so glad
nervous,
McGee's a proper agent now. This is the
The
newbie.
tunnel leads to the house.
Okay. I would have thought it would have been a little bit risky to kill someone and bury them under your house on a military base. I guess that smells.
Boss over here!
Yeah, trapdoor.
Kate, McGee, you're with me.
Wow.
I was wait for Ducky.
We can even backtrace whose house it wasn't. Because it wouldn't have just been one person's, will it? With it being on a base.
Let's do it.
Okay, that's twisted. There's a toilet down here. Oh my god, everything's untouched. That is horrific. This, whoever this was, they were making her live down here, chained up.
Ever seen anything like this before, boss?
No, I haven't. This is serial killer like.
In the movies.
To somewhere more appropriate. I promise.
It's in the truck.
I know. Next time you'll remember.
Seen things? Oh,
Good Wife's Guide. 10 Steps to Pleasing Your Husband.
Red book?
Yeah.
Well, I don't think you read this one, McGee. It's from May 1955.
What to say, Jethro? Poor thing's been dead for months.
How about years?
Perhaps one. Not more than 2.
really? I don't know why I was going off. Everything that was on display down there looked really old. The wedding dress style is old. The magazine is from 1955. Excuse me. But I'm presuming the base possibly hasn't been here that long. So he says she's only been dead a year or two. So somebody's still using down here. And using what was still... I don't get it. Are they using what was already down here because this has been going on with the 50s? Or have they got some sort of weird fascination with old school stuff? I don't know.
All the materials used in the construction of the bunker could have been purchased at any Lowe's in the area. Red Book was and still is the definitive magazine for today's young woman.
Planning a sex change?
Never heard of it.
Best way to know about them?
It's to date
To know
them.
them.
Is your recorder on?
Do you want it to be on?
No, do you want it on?
Well, it helps me to be more accurate in my report.
Well, then turn it
Then
on.
turn it
It
on.
is on.
It's impossible to say whether she was violated.
Yeah, but you think that she
okay.
was, though, right?
I don't know.
Clothing fibers, carpet fibers, dust, beetle parts, soil bedding.
It was made in 1952. She'd been wearing it for months before she died.
Yeah, I'm afraid so. I found traces of cleanser on the furniture.
He's cautious.
He was careful.
So am I when I chain guys up.
She left for work one morning and poof, gone. No witnesses, case went cold.
The basic pathology is obvious. He was probably abused as a child. Dad beating on mom, one or both beating on him. Who knows? Why
For
was I
one
sure
reason
you'd
or another.
understand that part?
Took the wedding ring off.
So, cut off her air supply, left her in an airtight chamber to die, and moved on.
He's not going to stop until he finds the perfect one.
No, he's not.
Playing house with somebody else out there.
Damn. There's the next one.
This room and everything in it is exactly as it was when we found it.
Can we glean anything from this? A few inches.
What is with his 50s thing?
Yeah.
The 50s represents an idealized time.
Which tends to lead you to suggest that this would have been a moment in time when this guy was maybe a young child or a teenager. I think we may be looking for an older guy here that's obsessed with... You're either looking for an older guy who recalls all of this from his childhood, or you're looking for somebody who is obsessed with the old style way of life and the way it was men were in charge of them and did as they were told, and he's looking for his perfect wife.
Some are 60s, some are reproductions, but it isn't pure.
Couldn't get his hands on the real deal. Ducky said her wedding ring was removed.
Well, it makes sense. That'd be the one thing that he keeps in common from one bride to the next.
To the next.
Put someone in a wedding dress.
Tony, would look cute?
Ooh. Not interviewing the victim's parents.
Well, McGee then. Well, what about you?
Seriously.
You won't have to wear the dress.
Tony, I'm not after your job.
You think I'm actually worried about you taking my place, Proby?
How could I be? You're Gibbs' right-hand guy.
Did Gibbs say that?
Not directly. Well, because I've heard him say nice things.
Everything that Tony comes across in this sort of circumstance, weirdly, is he's very extroverted, he is very confident and very comfortable around women, he's very good at his job, but at the same time, when it comes to stuff like this with McGee coming onto the team as well now, I'm not saying he feels threatened, but he feels very, I don't know, he feels uncomfortable. He feels like he's out of his comfort zone and rather, what's the word I'm looking for? He's immature in this aspect. He can't deal with that kind of confrontation, which is strange because it kind of doesn't match the rest of his profile, his personality.
This is not what I had in mind.
You don't seem confident.
You wanted a reenactment. Reenact.
Okay. I can make it to the toilet.
Yeah.
Make it to the threshold of the tunnel.
Yeah. No one's going to find her.
But no one was ever going to hear her screams. She had nothing left to do but sit and stare at her own reflection.
It's awful. What's that?
It's a frog. It's not from a shoe or foot. It's too round.
To permanently wear an indentation in the carpet.
Every day praying for someone to release her.
Praying.
This particular species of darkling
Yeah?
is indigenous only in extreme southeast Georgia and northeast Florida.
Jacksonville Naval Air Station or Mayport Naval Station in Florida, Naval Submarine Base, Kings Bay, Georgia.
He could still be here.
Except nobody else is missing from Norfolk. Somebody is from Jacksonville. Report she filed on a female petty officer.
Then that's your area.
Barbara Swain, petty officer, 2nd class at Jacksonville.
Yeah.
Same deal, too. Disappeared off the face of the earth, never made it to work.
Whoa, don't shoot!
Oh.
Don't shoot! Please don't shoot.
Damn.
Petty Officer 3rd Class Daryl Baum. Works in avionics. Claims he was going for his own personal use.
There's nothing here.
Doesn't look like it. Says he started over 3 months ago.
Actually, Daryl does seem to be on the level, boss.
Oh, and you know this why, McGee? From personal knowledge?
Commander Spencer would like to see you, sir.
Let me guess,
Yeah.
you never inhaled.
I inhaled.
Yeah?
Yeah, once, a little bit.
How was it?
Bit of
I
weed.
like it.
He didn't inhale.
All 473 houses, no heat signatures.
Why does this trio of them just feel like we're back in high school and he's the new kid that's just joined and Tony and Kate are just brotherly, brother-sister kind of scenario relationship? Just take the piss. This is going to go on for a while. I can see it.
What now, Gibbs?
Don't know.
Well, I guess we just give up, Agent Todd.
Yeah, he does not like a case going cold on him.
Except for the prince, nothing in the underground chamber is really speaking to me. Isn't any better a housekeeper than he was a pretend husband.
And purple silk. Don't know what that's about. Maybe a scarf?
Is it about Barbara, ma'am?
Yes.
Have you found her?
No.
I was told the odds get worse the longer a person goes missing, sir.
Do you know anything useful?
That's true.
She worked here in admin. That's how we met.
Was there anyone acting strange around her? Any arguments or disputes you might know about?
No, ma'am.
Was there anything particular on her mind at the time?
Nothing other than what was always on her mind.
Which was?
Guys.
All the guys she met were losers. I don't know. She was a really private person.
Did you ever meet any of the losers?
No, sir.
Good about the bunker.
Captain Marshall Buckner, right-handed but heads up a CB crew and has a domestic disturbance charge on his record.
Yes, I saw her. Only once, though.
We know that whatever you discussed is confidential, but her life could hang in the balance.
They don't like
Petty
talking.
Officer Swain didn't say much. In fact, I did most of the talking.
What were her issues?
She was attracted to men who fulfilled her needs on a physical level, but not a spiritual one. She met them in bars. I got the impression they weren't around very long.
Denozo.
How's it going with the transfers?
Almost finished, boss. We've ID'd 15 that fit a substantial part of the profile.
Padre thinks Petty Officer Swain could have met this guy at a local bar.
I'll make, copies of their service photos.
Denozo.
Yeah.
Make the copies yourself.
Don't give it to your probie.
Boss, you remember what Abby said about the clothes fibers? Chaplains sometimes wear a vestment called a stole over their uniform. It's a band of silk cloth hung
It's
around the
purple.
neck.
Silk.
Or white.
Or purple.
Guess who was crying, was it?
Nope.
He drives like I do. What the hell? Shit. This poor girl.
Only time I ever met him was at the Navy ball. Seemed normal to me.
Yeah, usually do.
What are you watching? Ozzy and Harriet.
Why am I not surprised you would know that?
I have the best of box set at home. It's really good.
You gonna watch the whole hour, or?
They were half hour, McGee, and what if I do?
That would mean you're trying to figure the suspect's state of mind?
Ha! We're gonna make a field agent out of you yet, Proby. Well, it's either a dark room or a really small bordello. What's your call?
It's a
You've
dark
always
room.
been a smartass, Agent Denozo. You might have pictures somewhere around here.
Old
to
school
remind him.
stuff.
He might.
We have unoccupied housing, training, and maintenance units, as well as boiler rooms here and here.
Must be more than 50 of these love letters.
All sounding like Nelson Eddy recordings.
He's thinking of something. He's usually good at this. Show us your brain power. What? How the hell did you know? Our wedding memories. Look at the faces.
There's Figgis.
God, she looks terrified.
She does.
Here's Swain. Where did he hide you, Petty Officer Swain?
Okay, this is Petty Officer Swain's photo from the album.
Now look at the full negative.
I mean, spot what's wrong with that photograph. She's sat on your knee, chained, with it round her wrist. Hello?
The background now around the bed, and there's some sort of door to the left.
Abs, can you blow that up? Lighten it.
Oh, yeah.
It's a riveted door frame.
That's an ammo bunker.
Okay, that helps us narrow it down. Significantly.
These ammo bunkers are the only underground structures on the base with riveted doors.
How many?
6 bunkers, all with multiple quarters and up to 100 compartments each.
Shit. Come on, guys. Gotta check every bunker, every door, every fucking riveted door. I don't know how many are in here.
Clear.
Clear.
This guy was seriously twisted. It's been very good, this. Been very good.
Kate.
Oh, come on, tell me this is it. I hope we're not off here.
Petty Officer Swain?
It's gotta be, right?
Ready?
Oh, shit. I have a feeling Tony's gonna find her. Look, she's not even screaming, moving. She's not even responding.
Where's Brett?
She's been that broken.
Well, you don't have to worry about him.
No, you don't.
He's dead. You're safe now. Okay?
That in itself just tells you how much he's broken her.
I got her.
What the hell are you doing? Oh, God. We're not looking at... Oh, no. He's brainwashed her.
Kate,
Is it true? Brett's dead?
put the gun down, petty officer.
We were supposed to get married.
Mm-hmm.
I don't
No.
think I can go on without him.
Oh, good God.
You've done everything that Brett's asked, haven't you?
I have.
You wouldn't want to disappoint him. Doesn't the guide say that the good wife must carry on in her husband's absence?
He's done a number on her.
Let me show you.
Yeah, get it off her. She's become sympathetic with her own captor. What do they call that? You know what I mean. Oh, man. That's awful.
How's your head?
Still throbbing.
You finally met the perfect 50s woman, and she almost kills you, Dedoza.
Exactly.
You're so obedient.
I find it hard to believe how Chaplain Evans could have such power over her.
Classic Stockholm Syndrome.
That.
It will take her time, but she'll recover.
Slowly. Okay, then. You know when you were trying to search for a word in your brain and it just pops out for a moment? I was trying to think of what it was she was experiencing there. That, yeah, she had severe Stockholm Syndrome, and the guy had just done such a number on her and brainwashed her to a point where she responded in kind and pretty much knocked Tony out. Wow. I'll never understand anybody, man or woman, you know, it's not exclusive, that would go to such lengths to imprison and enslave and capture somebody to that manner for them to fit precisely what they want. We're not machines, we're not androids. You can't control emotion, you can't control love. Even to a degree, you know, I understand to an extent, like serial killers that take their victims for other reasons, whether it be mutilation or sexual, or whether it's predatory, or whether it is of a different nature. But in this, where you're just trying to mold somebody into your perfect ideal, knowing full well, you must know in your own head that you're holding them here against their will. It's never going to be whatever you think it is up here. That was a really good episode. I really enjoyed that. There's quite a lot of banter going on between Kate and Tony and our new probie, which apparently isn't, that's what we call them now, with McGee. Yes, he's young, he's fresh, but he knows his shit just as much as Abby does. Abby impresses the hell out of me just with her extended knowledge of not just everything that's part of her job, but more too. And she's a forensics expert, and she's a scientist, and she's a firearms expert, and she's a, what do they call people who know about bugs? I can't remember what you call them, but you know what I mean. She's just, the girl must have a 200 IQ that they just never really mention or focus on. And with her character and the way she comes across and the way she dresses and the type of person that she is, it kind of takes a back seat, and that's more forefront. I am trying to get to learn as much as I can about these characters because it's such a long show, and you guys have told me that it just gets better and better, and it is doing. So I can't wait for the next one. I think that will do for the time being. If you do want to watch any of them in full length, you can. They're all going to be, every season is going to be available over on Patreon. So if you do want to check that out, you can at your own leisure. Link is in the description as always. And while you're down there, hit that sub button if you haven't already and give the video a thumbs up. I will see you for another episode in a few days' time. And until then, guys, thanks a lot for watching. And I will see you for the next one.